Mentality Show, only on LA Talk Radio.
All right, welcome all you Mentalians out there. What's up? What's happening?
What up?
Welcome. Welcome. Good to have you with us this week. This is episode 36 of the Mentality Show. We've been doing this thing for about 36 weeks, give and take some holidays, so maybe 37 weeks. But each and every day, each and every week, we're happy to be here with you. Let's do some introductions here. We haven't introduced ourselves in a while in case we have some new Mentalian viewers out there. Yep. Let me start with myself. My name is Jay Leno. I'm your host of the Mentality Show, along with my other host. Okay, I'm the host. This is y'all want to talk shit of the Mentality Show. I've been doing this thing, radio, TV. My degree is in radio, TV. I'm also a mentor, stand-up comedian, jack of all trades, and there you go. So I'm the man.
Jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades, including that too. Then we got my man here to the left. We got LaShawn the Don. In the house.
We can't hear him. What's going on?
Can you guys hear me?
Can we work his mic a little bit there?
Turn the mic up, man. I need my mic up.
There we go.
Hey, all right, check, man. I'm going through like some puberty shit, man. This ain't no Nelly look right here, motherfuckers. This is like connect the dots and shit. I don't know what's going on with my dome. Shit.
You've been a little depressed about that, haven't you?
Look like you got socked in the face.
Just thinking about shit, man. You know what? Like white people go crazy whenever it's time to like go off and shit. I'm just trying to just chill and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
What you got? What you doing? What's going on? What's in your pocket right there, man?
I gotta pay my boy.
What you pulling out?
I gotta pay.
Anytime somebody go in their pocket, I get
whoa,
man,
shit! Stop! I told you guys,
shit! Hey, calm down, brother. Calm down.
What's going on?
You gonna be all right, man? Let me see. Damn. Let me see this shit.
All right, that's called a kid.
Oh, this is
you one of those emo kids?
I didn't get any spankings.
What I tell y'all, man? See, weapons, bro. Weapons. That's not, man.
Hey, Sammy, I don't think we're on, Sammy. We're not on Facebook. We're not on Facebook Live.
That's all right. We'll figure it out, man.
Vato V's got that
looks like okay, he's working it out. So having some technical issues. So let me go ahead and introduce my man here to my far right. We got Tech C in the house. Sexy Tech C is what they call people. Texy, how you feel, Tex?
I feel good.
You feel good?
I feel so good.
Yeah, you working out our tech stuff over there, man? Getting us on Facebook Live and everything.
We're on LA Talk Radio though, so.
All right, okay.
Nice.
We're good.
In case you don't know, we are on LA Talk Radio Live. We also do Facebook Live, and you can catch all of our past episodes on YouTube. That's right. If you want to chime in today, our number is 818-570-5085, 818-570-5085. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and introduce the man of the hour, our man here, Mr. Vato V.
Vato V.
Yo, what up, buddy?
Chilling like a villain, baby.
Hola.
That's
all I know.
¿Qué onda, mi raza? ¿Qué onda, mi gente? Mucho gusto. I'm glad you're with us today, baby. It's raining outside. It's raining, man.
For sure, this is America.
I know a few Spanish words like
rain in Los Angeles.
Panocha. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my favorite. I don't know. Salsa.
The only time I like to hear that shit is when I'm fucking her.
That's it.
Oh man, dude, when you're with a woman, she starts speaking a foreign language in your ear, and
you start speaking.
Woo, that's hot.
Yeah, it doesn't say in your ass.
Yeah, shit, that's even better.
That's all I was thinking about is their ass.
That's dude. That is my thing. I'm not ashamed. I love ass. What can I say? I love ass. Women ass. Female ass. Okay, let me be very, very clear.
It sounded a little I like ass.
Really? Yeah, I got to clarify with y'all because y'all take y'all
hairy ass.
Yeah. Y'all go other places with it.
I cannot confirm nor
deny. You leave yourself open, you're gonna get.
I'm leaving myself open because I say I like ass.
Not at all.
Everybody that heard that, everybody that heard that understood that it's female ass. Only these fuckers.
But you set yourself up.
But when you're talking about a metrosexual, you may like some.
This dude talks about metrosexual, but has shit online with him getting his toes and nails done. But I'm the metrosexual. I'm the metrosexual. Okay, well if I'm comfortable, I'm metrosexual. You're comfortable, you're a man.
He was having a date with a wife, right, big dog?
No, his wife was not anywhere present.
Oh, come on. I'm really glad I played for myself.
Was it you two present? What's going on? Just Texy?
I was with my wife, man.
I went with your wife. That was your day off.
Took her to get her nails done, Matty Patty, and I just did.
You did that. You got your oil change. Come on, man.
They were doing his oil change, and he was getting mad at my pedicure.
I'm gonna go get my feet done.
I got my oil checked.
He's just driving around like, I'm gonna get my feet done. Anyway,
wanted that foot massage.
Oh man. So
all good, baby.
we got a special guest. He should be here any moment.
His name is Casper the Friendly Ghost. Give it up.
Hey, Casper the Friendly Ghost. There we go.
Kevin de mi casa. My man Vato V will tell you.
What's up, man? Raza? Yo.
So until he gets here, we're just gonna talk a little shit. So as you know, we talk about everything on the show.
Yeah.
We cover everything on the show. There's nothing that we miss. We cover everything. It does not matter. As we say at the end of our show, your life may be good, but with our help and advice, you could be the best. So, as you know, we cover everything in this show from games women play and all of their trash to if you follow my simple and easy plan, I will educate you on how to get that ass.
Yeah.
That's how we do it. That's
Give
how
him a
we
call.
listen
Give him a
to it.
call.
The Lino knocks him down. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to give it up.
Yes, sir.
You know
Yes,
what
sir.
I'm
Go
At
ahead,
the
put
end of
it
the
out
show,
there,
we'll give
man.
Delano's phone number so you can give him a call.
That's right.
818-570-5085. What else do we cover there, LaShawn the Don?
Man, rap skills really aren't present at this table. But if Tech C farts, everybody in here will be disabled.
He did it! He did it! He rhymed!
That was nice. That was nice.
Fuck sexy
At my
Texas.
expense, but it's okay.
That's right. Hey, fuck it.
Gotta
He
get
took
this
it for the
guy.
team.
Silent killer.
Table
now-
disabled.
I
That's
told
good.
you, sexy Texas. I told you.
I got to fart.
You gonna make him fart again, man. He gets nervous when guns are out, man.
Oh man, that was funny. That was good, man. I like that shit.
Word up.
I can't
Word
even
up.
fucking compare.
Sex when he has sex.
Let's see. From eating a big ass lunch at Big Mama's Pizzeria to is it true that Delano has not an H, but gonorrhea?
Hey,
Not an H.
Nothing but a
not
G
supposed
thing.
to- this is
There's
supposed
a
to
rumor
be a
out
safe
there.
haven,
It's
right?
a rumor out there.
Supposed to be a safe haven.
rumor
We're
out
supposed
there.
to keep that between ourselves, right, John?
It's all good, baby.
What else we cover there, V?
From life being crazy, fun, and having disappointments, to having a career and then a possible unemployment.
That shit's scary, man. Scary shit. That's like
That shit happens in life, right?
Hey, it's
You know what I mean?
You gotta,
That shit happens in life,
You're like,
man.
you go to a job, it's fucked up. You come back to the worst one, like, fuck. Fucked up. It's all
My
good.
boy's going through that right now, man.
man.
If you work a job, let me tell you something. We say this all the time on the show, and you know we wish we could live that shit too. But if you work at a job or you're in any situation that's causing you grief, causing you harm, stressing you out, killing you on the inside, you are imprisoning yourself. Do what you can to get the fuck out of that situation.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, man.
Get out. Stop
shit.
it. Stop it. Get
Well,
out. You're
but
done.
don't get the fuck out before you have another job. Have another job first, and then get the fuck out.
Said something about, man. Just watch out for the guy that gets fired and has no emotions. Like, oh, I'm fired. Huh? Okay.
Okay, we're good. Yeah, that's
You want to do it for me,
That,
buddy? Yeah.
uh,
Shoot that motherfucker real quick.
The grass is green. The grass is not always greener on the other side.
Hey, sometimes there's no grass on the other side. That's what I went to.
There might be some ass though.
288.
Yet again.
I gotta
yet
get that
again.
back to my son.
Yet again.
Oh man, so yeah, we have fun here. We have fun here. So we're still waiting on our special guest. He should be here any moment. It's going to be a big surprise. This man is one of our most important guests we've ever had on the show. It's not Casper.
Casper's got some freestyles.
Casper.
Let me hear it, man.
Casper, you got a rhyme for us?
Spit that shit.
No.
Okay, never mind.
All right. So our special guest should be here any moment,
Talk
folks.
about our current event, baby.
But yeah, so we did have a current event we wanted to cover.
Oh, yeah.
So you sent that to us. What's that? What was that current event about?
You know what's crazy? I was reading up on this this current event that happened, I think, in Philadelphia, somewhere out there.
Philly, stand
Yeah,
up.
Philly. And
What?
there was this one chick that was dating this one guy, heavy set girl, man. She was a good 300 pounder.
That's a big
Yeah.
bitch. That's a big bitch.
Hey man, some people like that.
Hey, you like what you like?
Nothing wrong with
Yeah,
them, man.
shit.
Some people like the
You know,
big
the
ones.
big
He
girls-
like getting when he eats her out, he faces her out. He
Oh,
doesn't
hell
just
yeah.
eat her out. He just
He's just like, damn.
put the whole face in her.
Like I said, if you're in a situation where you're stressed, you need to get the fuck out. If you're dating a fat woman, get out. Get out. That's one of those situations.
Or get
Hey,
in.
hey, big women need love too, baby.
Hey.
You know? Hey, well, you know, we'll continue with the story.
Somebody for everybody.
Hey, exactly. Somebody for everybody. Well, and this
real
guy,
shit.
unfortunately, this guy, you know, he was about $1.22, $1.25 and shit. And she was mad at him. She
I
was,
already know what's happening.
she was mad at him, bro. And she fucking sat on his ass and killed killed that vato, dude. Like, what the
Damn.
fuck? She literally
suffocated his
she
ass.
suffocated his ass, man.
Wait, okay.
That's crazy.
How do they know? I'm sure her self defense is that she didn't mean to do it, or Were they having sex or something like that?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck the details of this shit is, but
she could easily get out of that though. She could say
she's fucking facing. She's facing. I think 18 to 30 years and shit.
She's facing, or was she?
Oh, I think she's facing.
She get out of it by like saying we were having sex. He was eating me out, and then
no, because she actually I think she
was suffocating.
Oh, I think she confessed because they were trying to get her for they were trying to get her for
that's her dumb fault.
For I think the first fault. They were trying to get her for first degree murder, which will consist of life.
Fat degree murder.
Fat degree murder.
Yo, man, her first hit in prison, they're gonna be like, "Hey, bitch, hey, man, I need you to sit on that bitch over there. Do it clean, nice and clean.
We'll protect you.
We'll see you.
Sit on her."
That's kind of smart. Maybe these hitmen can hire fat bitches to kill them. Yeah, we found out he likes. Hey, we found out he likes fat bitches. Why don't you sit on them and kill them? So she's facing. She hasn't been convicted, right?
She hasn't. But what I think they're doing is trying to get her a plea deal. Obviously they went from first degree, second degree, and I think it's like manslaughter. But even manslaughter is like 18.
Her attorney should easily be able to get her out of that, though.
How?
My client was having sex at the time. Looks like we got our producer. Here we are. Here we go. We got our man here. Here he is. Hey. All right.
What's up? What up?
Hey, our man, the man of the hour is here.
We're on winter storm alert.
There we go. Mike is working. You're good to go.
Holy crap. I think we need some financial help from the government. It's raining.
Here, people in LA, people in California don't know how to handle the rain, man. They drive slow as fuck. They drive at least 20 miles per hour.
Dude, it took me like 30 minutes just to get like 5 or 6 exits.
That's crazy.
Everybody.
That is
crazy.
crazy.
They can't drive it. I'm sorry I'm a little late.
It's okay. It's okay.
He's actually on time.
This guy brought his gun out. He's going to shoot me for this.
He's on black people time right now. I was just going to,
Isn't that CPT?
We good right now. We good.
Let's go ahead and get into it. So
I'm Puerto Rican. I can say that. I'm half black.
He's Puerto Rican.
I'm half black.
You got a picture.
We're gonna move. We're gonna move you in a little bit. Our producer said so we can get a visual of you.
There you go.
So yeah, I'm gonna scoot over here. Perfect.
Okay,
Gotcha.
I'm half black, according to J Lo.
So I didn't know. Stuttering John, all these years I've been knowing you. Let me introduce you first, okay? So our audience out there, all of our Mentalians out there, okay?
Yep.
This man here, he's from Long Island, went from Long Island to Hollywood. He started on the Howard Stern Show, then became the head writer and announcer on The Tonight Show with Jay Leno. He now has a book out called Easy for You to Say. It's the #1 bestseller in general broadcasting on Amazon. Please welcome to our show. We're honored to have him, Mr. Stuttering John Melendez.
Right.
Yes, welcome.
Thank you very much. I wasn't the head writer, though. I was a staff writer on
To
The
me,
Tonight
you were
Show.
the head writer. You were right.
Hey, look. You know, one of my greatest accomplishments of all, is that one of my drop-ins. A drop-in is like a video joke. You know, like when Jay would go, okay, let's you hear about the news here. And there would be like a drop-in. That's a video joke, and we would be able to use like effects and everything.
Right.
They played one of them when Jay Leno was the speaker at the White House Correspondents' Dinner with Barack Obama,
Right.
who I love.
Yeah.
And I'm not just saying that because you're black.
He's like, I do love him. I love him just like
I'm not just saying that because you're black, brother. He is one of my favorite presidents of all time. So I don't give a crap. But they played, my drop, and they cut to Barack. And he's laughing his ass off.
Yeah.
And I can honestly say I made the president laugh.
That's
that
what's
was
up.
one of the best things that, I mean, that's awesome, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something, Stuttering John. Throughout the years, man, not only did you make President Barack Obama laugh, I'm a man. I don't laugh very easily at things.
Yeah.
I listen to the old episodes of Howard Stern.
Almost definitely.
I've seen some of your interviews with Jay Leno. You throughout the years have made me laugh. I'm telling you.
Me too.
And I'm not just saying
Thanks,
this because
man.
you're sitting next to me. It's an honor to have you on the show,
hell yeah.
man.
No,
I have so many questions for you too regarding.
Well, let's do it. I'm sorry I'm late though. Again.
That's
No worries.
okay. That's
Good.
okay.
I mean, it said 20 minutes, and I left, and I should have had 10 minutes leeway, but it.
And you got the
Don't
rain
believe the
and all that
GPS.
stuff.
It's rain.
Fucking lies to you.
It's rain. Holy crap! LA is never. This is the weird thing about like being in California. I'm from New York.
Yeah.
If there's a blizzard, okay, but like drizzles.
Yeah.
No one gives a crap, right?
California.
Right.
But in California,
We don't see rain.
We're
and
spoiled.
we never like anything. Like if it's too dry, it's too dry. We're gonna have wildfires. And then if it's raining, we're gonna have mudslides.
Mudslides, yeah.
There's
Yeah.
never a good time.
It's never a good time, right?
And then when everything is calm, we have earthquakes.
That's true.
Can't never win, baby.
Yeah. Where I'm from Arkansas. I'm from the South, so we have 4 seasons.
Oh,
The only
I'm
thing
sorry.
we worry about, that's right. Thank you. You know, I hear that all the time.
They got 4 seasons.
Why do you
no
got a
teeth.
Band-Aid? Are you okay? Are you picking some acne?
No, exactly.
an ass.
I'm an
That's
asshole,
true.
man. I'm doing connect the dots. I'm trying a new thing on my face right now. So
Which is what? It's just like
no, it's just a nice size zit, and I didn't want to have an open zit on the show.
who
Fuck that.
cares?
It's tough look, man. Tough look.
You know,
So-
I'd rather have a big Band-Aid than an open.
How do you
zit.
have a zit? Are you 13?
I'm going through puberty again. I'm telling you, I brought my gun for this shit. I knew that motherfuckers
He's ready to
gonna
do
trip.
a mass shooting right there.
You know, I was gonna do a mass.
Oh, we can
shooting.
curse here. I didn't know.
Oh,
that.
absolutely.
yeah.
Man,
Oh, you can
by the way, we didn't get a chance to talk to you before the show, so we can talk about anything.
Oh,
This
okay.
is
Right,
this is
yeah.
an open-
I like the title.
Yeah.
I like the title. It's mentality.
the
There you go.
mentality show. We
mentality
came
show,
up with
baby.
that because I'm the man on the show.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And I decided to go
He's
with
the
that
half
name,
man.
being
He's the
man
man.
here,
He's the
you know,
Metro
so-
man.
Yeah,
Okay.
He's half
you
man.
know.
Metro man. He wants to be
Never-
a Metro man.
Don't listen to
All
Black.
right. Well, at least we know that he is the like he's the Indian from the Village People.
With the Band-Aid on his face. Man. Trying to
Get him!
It's
My
on.
man.
Hey,
It's
John,
on.
John don't play, man. So Stuttering
I
John,
like,
why did
I like how he addressed the Band-Aid, though. He's like, man, what the fuck is on your
Yeah, I
head?
know, because it's half falling off. Jesus, hanging on like an AIDS scab.
Yeah, it is falling off here, man. Nice. That's what we're talking about right
He
here.
came in late and shooting fire. He's ready for action.
So, Joe, we got to ask you that your moniker. They call you Stuttering John. Why did they
Yeah.
call you Stuttering John? What's the story behind
No,
it?
I really do stutter. I've stuttered all my life. I mean, you know, I'm not stuttering now because I had a few beers before I got here. So I'm slurring John right
Stuttering
now.
John.
But no,
That's why
no.
you were late, huh? That's why you were late.
No, that's not
Would you like
why.
another?
Oh, hell yeah.
That's right. We do it. That's how
Fuck
we do it.
yeah.
man.
You know what?
Give me one of those. Give me one of those. We got Stuttering John here. today.
Shit, man.
We got Stuttering John here today. There you go.
Perfect.
There you
go.
There you go. There you go. Drink that.
Stuttering John, man.
That'll kill
I don't
that
know.
acne.
I don't know who the fuck. I don't know who the fuck he is, but I know he's popular.
You don't know Stuttering John?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know who the fuck he
Okay,
is.
man.
Well,
let me
that
tell you-
makes this is perfect because I don't know who the fuck you are either. What's your name?
Perfect.
Nice to meet you.
LaShawn the
Oh,
Don.
you know what?
Listen.
We don't know who the fuck he is either. Right?
I'm about to do a mass shooting in this motherfucker. Anybody else touch
He's
my
a good-looking dude, though.
Anybody else talk about this Band-Aid? It's going down. It's going down.
After a few beers, we don't know who the fuck that Tennessee is. That's how that works here. So anyway, so yeah.
Thanks so much for the beer.
Oh, no
That's
problem.
perfect.
Welcome. You're welcome.
So let me ask you. You know, there's so many questions I want to ask you on the Howard Stern show. I have to ask
Yeah.
you this first. There was a guy named AJ Benza on the show.
AJ Benza.
Now you and him had a little situation where I
Yeah.
know you used to screen the phone calls, and he felt like he was a guest on the show one
Yeah.
time, and you let all the assholes call in and ask him questions, and he got pissed off and he went back there and
Whoa,
punched
whoa.
you in the face. Right?
All right,
What's
well-
the story there?
All
What's
right,
the story?
here's the truth about that. And, you know, AJ Benza, actually, we become friends. He let me smack him back in the face
I
because
remember
he's
that,
like
yeah.
the
Nice.
Italian.
Stand-up
Hey, we
Yeah.
quid
Stand-up
pro
guy.
quo. We gotta do it.
Right.
But yeah, you know what? He was getting. See, that's the fallacy because it wasn't like I was putting all hate things through. I was putting positive and negative. But Howard knew.
Yeah.
You know, he would only take the hate shit, and then AJ's like, "Hey, Howard, let me just say this." If Stuttering John puts one more call through
He did
that's
say that.
angry, then I'm gonna fucking go out there and fucking punch him in the face. So I go, in true Stuttering John fashion, being the biggest ball buster, I called in with a fake name.
Yeah.
You know, and then was like, hey, he's Carl Louise. Hey, does AJ stand for arrogant jerk, man? And he got all pissed off and he came out and slapped me. And then unfortunately, I tried to retaliate, but
Yeah.
Gary's teeth got in the way. And I tried to, like, you know, punch him back. And then AJ after he got fired after that, he was
Yeah, he got
off the
banned,
show.
right? Yeah.
And then he sent me like a nice email going, dude, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
you know.
I listened to his podcast.
But he
still
was
talks
doing
about
coke
that.
during those shows.
He missed that. He missed.
that?
He was
Like he'd be in the
Howard Stern?
bathroom doing blow.
Was
Howard Stern?
Yeah, this was
yeah.
no. This was not Howard Stern. This is a guest that Howard
Howard
Stern had
Stern.
in his show.
No, he wasn't a guest. He was sitting in the Jackie
Artie's
chair.
spot.
Well,
Yeah.
before Artie, like Jackie had
Right.
left,
That's right.
And
yeah,
Jackie the Joke Man Marlon, look at this fucking guy.
Yeah,
he doesn't know
He's-
shit about this. This guy's like,
I know who Howard Stern
You
is.
do your research, brother.
holy shit, how far?
Stuttering John, dog. I took a
far
picture with
is
him
a
last
fucking-
week.
Dude, Google, man.
This guy's an ostrich. His head's been in the fucking dirt for the last.
Listen, that's how I got this fucking pimple. You know what I'm saying? My head was in the dirt so long, this shit grew out. You know what I'm saying? Now I got a gun. I'm about to do a match.
No, but he was sitting in the Jackie chair because when Jackie left,
Yeah.
I mean, Jackie, I don't know if you're familiar with Jackie
Yeah, I know
Marling.
Jackie,
He
yeah.
made the biggest blunder in show business ever.
Not leaving the show.
Right.
He decided to enter it, but but the truth is, Jackie left, and then we had a revolving chair like Adam Carolla, Jimmy
Right,
Kimmel,
right, yeah.
everybody, and then AJ was one of them, and I hated AJ,
Yeah.
because he had that,
He's cocky.
look,
He's cocky.
no, it's not only being cocky. Like, look, I'm friends with John Gotti Jr. Like, I know mobsters,
Right.
and he just always had to have that mobster mentality. Like he thought he was a mobster, and he wasn't. It always irritated the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Now that didn't. Again, I put in hateful and good calls, but I was happy that I took a punch for Artie Lang, because ultimately Artie Lang became,
That's true.
after AJ, then Artie was the only choice.
And Hardy was the best
Yeah.
sidekick Howard has had in
a while.
years. And now that Artie's
I
gone,
thought
the
Artie
show-
was great.
Yeah.
Artie was great. Unfortunately, then he turned to heroin, and it's all in
Yeah.
my book, and he became the biggest fucking prick in the world.
Unbelievable.
But he always had a big heart.
He was starting to become a prick a little bit in the later years on the show. He was talking down to the staff. He would,
Yeah.
he would talk to what's the guy's what's the guy's name he used to do? He's a dumbass on the show now.
Who, Baba Booey?
Not Baba Booey. Not Baba Booey. I know Baba Booey's dumb. Oh man, I can't think of his name.
I know he had in the
Sal.
Oh, Sal. Yeah,
Sal,
yeah.
the stockbroker, right?
Well, you know what, and this is the thing, because when I left, I left to be the announcer on the Tonight Show, and
Right.
I know you're all going, a fucking stutterer. The Tonight Show decides to hire a stutterer to be their announcer. What the fuck is wrong with them?
Did you drink before you did it?
That's like entrusting Charlie Sheen with your coke. I mean, what the fuck? But they hired me to be the announcer, and But I mean, Artie, I didn't hear a lot after I left about how he just fucking. Yeah. But I did fight for Sal. I was like, if anybody should take my spot, it should be Sal, because he'll still
continue the. He
continue
wasn't as
to
good as
goof
you.
on. He'll continue to goof on Baba Booey, but
Yeah.
the problem is Sal, unlike me, is not as
as
strong
Yeah.
as being a ball buster.
Yeah,
you
right,
know?
right.
Yeah,
I mean,
you are a
hence the
ball buster.
Band-Aid fucking dude.
He's already busting balls over here, man. I'm waiting on him to get on me.
It's awesome, man. Hey,
I'm in
I'll take
love with Band-Aids, but Band-Aids are stuck on me. Dude, take that shit off. Fuck, what the fuck? Oh, shit, put it back on.
we got another guest on the show, folks. It's on LaShawn's face.
Shit. Dude, pop that motherfucker.
Hey, so John, we got to get into this. We got to get to this. Your relationship
That shit winked at
with
me.
Howard. Your relationship with Howard, and I'm sure you're gonna talk about it in your book. I'm sure you talk about it in your book. But what happened there? How are things today? And it seems like there's still some beef between you two.
And that's the thing in my book. People go, oh, it sounds like you're conflicted. And I am, because... You gotta understand. We're gonna get serious now for a second, okay?
so, can the Band-Aid stay? Or?
Yes,
please.
Cover back
Yeah,
up.
the Band-Aid
Don't
should
let-
stay.
okay,
You
okay.
should.
Fucking hick,
But do
man.
me a favor, put it on your mouth, because we don't need to hear from you anymore.
Oh my God, I love it, John. John, we gotta have you every week.
I want to taste the cake. You're done.
That was his Joe Pesci impression from Goodfellas.
That was it?
Right?
Shit. I thought he was John Candy in Stripes. Francis.
Man. So we gotta have you on every week, man.
But where the fuck were we?
Serious. We're being serious.
I'm being serious. I was, I'm Puerto Rican. My father was Puerto Rican. My mother was Danish. I'm a Danish bick. I'm a dick. I still clog. But the one thing is that my father, when he wasn't a drinker, but he would fly off the handle and beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
So there'd be a time where he was like a great, loving father, funny as shit.
Right.
And then the next night he's kicking the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Right.
So you had this love-hate relationship with your father. So then I go to Howard, who I idolized. Howard was like the best broadcaster. I mean, he was like I loved him on the radio, and when I was getting through college.
Yeah.
Same thing though. I go there, and he is a great guy. Fucking loves you, brings you in.
Yeah.
Then the next day, he's telling you to abort your unborn child because you're not fit to be a father. Wow. So you have like this. So the conflict is set.
Yeah.
What's your name again?
LaShawn the Don.
LaShawn the what?
These names are the Don.
As long as you don't say ha Clinton Dix. Who the fuck named that guy?
Dude, I always wanted that, man.
Clinton Dix.
What was like the rubber ball? Clinton Dix.
Was his mother fucked by
LaShawn
Bill
the
Clinton?
Band-Aid right now.
No, but I'm saying I was, so then you are developing that conflict. So that's the thing, and that's why like guys like Fred. I mean, Fred's a liar. Fred Norris. I'm getting into Howard Stern shit. I don't know how many people.
There's a lot of video out there.
shit.
There's a lot of video out there where Howard Stern just grinding on you, man, just getting on you, talking so much shit, and then like,
But look,
at some point you want to like,
as you all know, like you have got kids, brother.
I do. I have a daughter. Yes.
All right. So can you imagine your boss? But now but you're there and you're a kid. I wasn't a kid anymore. I was like 27, 28. And he says to you, you should abort your kid.
Yeah.
Now
That's deep.
it takes every fucking ounce of your being
Well,
to
it's
not
apparent.
get the fuck up and beat the shit out of him.
Exactly.
But you can't because he's your boss. That is the ultimate bully.
Of course.
Because he knows he can do that to you,
Right.
Because he knows that
You need a paycheck.
Because you need a paycheck.
That's exactly what it
That is what a bully is, and and
That's true.
I'm grateful to Howard for the start he gave me, and I love him for that.
But you had to deal with a lot of bullshit.
I had to deal with a
bullshit.
lot of fucking bullshit.
Yeah, that's not right.
Did you get the abortion done or no?
No, I have 3 children.
Okay.
I'm a Puerto Rican disappointment.
So
shit, man.
so Howard Stern.
Look at this fucking guy with the Band-Aid.
Just
pop
it don't even
I'm
stick.
gonna pop it. Hell,
Pop the
that
fucking
motherfucker.
thing. How old is
pop
this
that
kid?
motherfucker, man. I already popped it.
Hey, when you took
That
When you
shit's
popped
wrapped.
it, it grew
It's
back.
It's open.
What is he, 17? How old is this guy?
He's stressed. He's stressed. He's
when he-
going through some stuff in life.
when he took
Oh,
that
really?
when he took that Band-Aid off, that shit winked at me, bro. Like, what the fuck?
As I said, we should have another chair for that shit in here. Yes, man. I was like, but this
I'm
is
showing the audience. Fuck that.
Oh, come on. We love you, brother. We love you. Don't worry.
you good. You good.
I'm just fucking around.
You good.
It's all just
Keep going,
jokes.
keep going. I
It's
like
all
that.
jokes, bro.
So we got to ask you this. So your relationship. What are some other things? As Tech mentioned, Howard Stern was a bully. And he not only did that with you, does that with you. He does that with a lot of his employees.
does.
Selling stock.
Well, he did, but
brokers.
but here's the interesting hypocrisy of Howard is, he has done that to a lot of people on his staff.
Right.
Fred once wanted to leave. He was like, enough. I'm going to audition for SNL. He told Baba Booey this. Wow. Jackie obviously left, because he just, at some point, it's just like, what, we're working our asses off for you.
To make you look good.
And it's I take that back. Not only for you, we're also trying to propel ourselves to,
Right.
like a better place. But it's still you're gaining from it because you're making the $30 million a year,
Right.
and I'm making the fucking $10,000 a year.
Oh, that's how much they paid you? I was wondering. Back
Dude,
then.
that was
right?
my first paycheck.
Wow.
After 2-3 years.
Wow.
But I'm saying, like, you're still okay. I'm on board.
Yeah.
But you keep on beating up these guys.
Yeah.
And the hypocrisy of Howard is that, now he's trying to be PC Howard.
Right.
Ever since America's Got Talent, he's trying to get all the love, has all the fucking celebrity. Gwyneth Paltrow
Yeah.
is on the show. Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
All on the show. He is willing to make up with all the celebrities that he beat up. Rosie O'Donnell.
Rosie O'Donnell, yeah.
Fucking, he loves Rosie now.
Yeah.
And yet, me, Jackie, Artie, fucking Gilbert Gottfried,
Yeah.
we're all,
Yeah.
not allowed on the show.
Of course. Yeah, that's fucked up.
And like, here's the other hypocrisy of Howard. And this is why you're gonna love my book. Easy for you to say it's on Amazon because I don't.
Check it out, guys.
Bestseller on Amazon.
Yeah, and I don't pull any punches. I fucking am unfiltered.
That's
I
what I
will
love about
always
you.
say whatever I feel.
Yeah.
He's gonna punch back, man. My Band-Aid punches back. He's got some fists. Like, pimple. You don't want none of that pimple.
But I mean, and and that's the thing, and I will fucking call him out for all this shit. But he once went off on Johnny Carson.
Right.
Now I don't know about you. Are you guys comedians? Or,
Yeah,
These
we
guys,
dabble in
These two guys
comedy.
are stand up.
who?
I'm the funniest here. So, yeah.
You're a stand-up.
He's the ugliest.
I
He's the
dabble in
ugliest,
stand-up. I dabble in stand-up.
I'm the
They're both
funniest.
stand-ups over there.
Okay, so you're a stand-up as well.
This one just stands up.
He got a big Band-Aid on his face.
The Band-Aid is the stand-up, motherfucker.
When he stood up to get into that camera.
But I
that's
love
when
that he
stand-up was done,
I love that he put like a tiny Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Like as if we weren't supposed to notice it.
I remember Nelly did this shit a couple years back. I was like, maybe
want
I
to
get
put
away
a
with
big
that.
fucking Band-Aid. Like we're not
It ain't
supposed to
big enough.
notice that.
It's not big enough for a big
I
Band-Aid.
thought he was making a political statement.
Black faces matter and shit.
Black pimples matter, motherfucker.
Black people's matter.
That's a white pimple.
Dude, that's a white pimple, motherfucker. Get that shit off your face, bro.
Black ones matter. I don't give a fuck.
Trump pimple.
Underneath this shit is black.
But here's the
That's
thing.
a Donald Trump pimple.
We'll get into that.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Should have made a rap about that shit.
But
was funny.
the thing, and we're not over. Are we overmodulating here? Because it sounds out in my headphones, but that's not how we're broadcasting.
No.
Okay.
They mix it over there. Yeah.
Okay, because I don't care about the overmodulation in my headphones. It only makes his Band-Aid sound louder.
That motherfucker's loud as fuck too. It's screaming in your ear.
I am stuck on Band-Aids, but Band-Aids are stuck on me. No. But Howard Stern used to goof on Johnny Carson, who I love, and he would goof on Johnny Carson because Johnny Carson wouldn't allow Joan Rivers back on the Tonight Show or any NBC show. In fact, even when I was working with Jay Leno as a staff writer and announcer, Joan Rivers persona non grata, and that is because that Joan did another show outside of Johnny's.
Yeah, that's right.
And Johnny was upset by it, and he banned her.
Yeah.
And and my executive producer from the Tonight Show had worked. She was a producer with Johnny, and that mentality with Jay, always was.
Yeah.
I mean, Joan Rivers and anything about her was banned. In fact, so much so that when I was offered to do the red carpet, like interviews with John and Melissa,
I used to love your interviews, man.
they said no, that I couldn't do that. I mean, the executive producer Debbie, who I love, but she's just like, no, you're better than that.
Right.
Like meaning because they all despise Joan Rivers, and you know, and Howard would goof
Right.
on and say Johnny's a douchebag for not having
And then he
Joan
does the
Rivers
same
on.
thing with you guys.
And then
Yeah.
he does the same thing.
Yeah.
You know, I leave to do the Tonight Show. I'm banned.
Yeah.
Wow.
Artie Lang, well, he had his drug
Right,
problems,
right.
but he's banned.
Wow.
Jackie Jokeman banned. Grillo banned.
And you know,
Casey banned.
David banned.
That's
Yeah.
that whole Hollywood,
You know what I
Hollywood
mean?
bullshit.
and that's
That's one of our
Hollywood.
former hosts. We banned him from our show.
And that you know that's the thing that's fucked up, because like when you're the ones that are pretty much like, I guess, the characters, you know what I mean, that help him out and stuff like that.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for you guys, he wouldn't be where he's at right now.
Well, but he'll never acknowledge that.
No,
Nor
no,
he'll
they-
believe
they-
it.
they-
Did
never
Howard
did.
ever talk shit about like Robin? Like, were they like
Robin.
a team? Like they were like,
No,
oh,
she's
that's
still
his-
there.
That's his
I,
homie.
I know, but like,
But in the
he
book,
never-
I
he never gets-
reveal
okay.
that when I leave, because I had, see, this is another fallacy. When I was offered the job to be, and I'll let me digress. When I was on a show called I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out.
I
Okay,
remember
yeah.
that. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And that was with Bruce Jenner before he
he was-
got a vagina.
Yeah.
And,
And you know what? I saw your interview with Jay Leno. You kind of precluded that this was going to happen because you talked about how he was always looking at himself.
Yeah.
He was so, you know. he
So
was
you
so-
saw that,
I
yeah.
saw that, yeah. And I was like, this is before he became, you know,
Yeah.
this
What he
chick,
did.
right? So I was like, John is basically saying that this is about to happen.
yeah.
Yeah, because I asked him about his nose job on I'm a Celebrity. I go, why did you cut off your nose? What the fuck? And he goes, I always liked the more, I always thought my nose was too slender and too long. I mean, I should have known then.
It's going to happen, yeah.
But
He was Metro then, you know.
Wait a minute, we have a metro on the show.
you know.
Hey, text him.
Go ahead.
man.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. But then I was on that show, and that show is what got me to be a guest on the Tonight
Tonight
Show,
Show. Right.
and that appearance on the Tonight Show.
They were impressed with.
Well, I wrote my jokes on like in the town car on the way there.
wow.
I was
That's
like,
so cool.
I mean, it was always my dream to be a guest on the Tonight Show. I mean, that's like, fuck, I
Yeah.
made it
Shit,
in
yeah.
some
Yeah.
way. I mean,
Yeah.
I think anybody would say it.
Absolutely.
Of course.
Absolutely.
So
yeah.
and I was writing my jokes, and I get there and I do the show with Jay, and I kill it. I'm not like.
did.
I don't
I
like
saw
to
it.
brag or
Right.
anything,
Yeah,
but
that
I
was good.
kill it
They
just
love you.
because I'm honest,
Right.
and everything else, and I'm doing my jokes on
Yeah.
everybody in the show. And as soon as that segment was over, and Jay was loving me,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
because he never gets to really interact
Exactly.
and laugh at like at somebody else who's completely honest. And
Right.
like Jay's like, so why would you do this show? And I was like, for the fucking money, Jay.
Yeah. Yeah. You kept saying that. For the
You know,
fucking money, man.
and
Right.
it was very honest,
Yeah.
you know. So as soon as that segment was over, the exec producer and head writer offered me a job.
Nice.
And I equate it to like I don't know if you've had this moment in your life, but I'm sure we all have had it to some extent. Is being at the right place in the right time and doing the right thing.
Yeah,
I always think about Eminem's song "Lose Yourself" because that's what I did in that moment.
Yeah.
And when they offered me a job, I tried to set up a meeting. I told Robin, how do I get to do this?
Right.
She said, set up a meeting through Howard's assistant. I tried twice. And let me just end it with this. What Howard kept saying on the air, I tried twice, and he kept saying,
don't
John,
care about
I don't
your
want to
career."
meet with you. I don't give a shit about your career. Do whatever you want. So for him to be mad when I finally make the move
Yeah.
is so hypocritical.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
he
that's
talked a
fucked
lot
up.
of shit about you after
Yeah.
you
Did
left.
Howard Stern
and-
and Jay Leno did not like each other? Right?
That's what I was saying.
They
You
did
went to
not.
his.
See,
You went to
that's
his
not
interview.
true. Jay used to call in every birthday show. This is another fucking bullshit thing that Howard has fucking manifested in fucking Stern people's minds.
yeah.
Are you having fun?
I'm loving it.
He
I'm
only
loving
knows
it.
Stern, right?
I know Stern. I'm into it.
I'm getting 2 thumbs up from your Band-Aid.
I like the Band-Aid
Band-Aid's
shit
in
better,
agreement.
man. Come on. I love
No, but I mean, this is whatever. The Band-Aid threw me off.
It's throwing me off too. It's a little disturbing. Because, I'm saying.
it. Keeping the fucking Band-Aid, guys.
Better the Band-Aid than that big ass white pimple.
Did Texie fart? Or is he breathing? I don't know what that is, man.
I feel like your pimple is the guest today instead of John here. We've been talking about your pimple for the past 30
It's
minutes.
taking over, man. I got a Google account for this. Follow the pimple. You know what I mean? Follow it on Instagram.
Dude, how do you get a pimple? How old are you?
My birthday's coming up.
About
December
40.
9th. Yeah.
About 40.
39.
39. He still got zits?
Yeah, I'm going through some Benjamin Button type shit. Like, you know what I mean? I'm really reversing this shit. Like pimples.
That's a good one.
Hey, you got any more beers over there?
I do.
Oh, there's a beer for John.
I don't know what the
Look.
fuck's going on, but I'm getting pimples. It's connect the dot season, man.
John, there you go.
And keep shooting on that shit. That shit's hilarious, man.
So, John, let me ask you, what are some other
Yo,
mis-
Taxi. Shoot me.
This is the other fallacy. That's what I want to say.
Yeah.
But thanks for giving me this break to go from the Band-Aid and then come back.
That's
to
my job.
myself.
I redirect you. That's,
Well,
that's what
thank
I
you
do
very
on the
much.
show all the time. These guys,
The other bullshit thing, and this annoys the crap out of me, is that Howard would always. Oh, shut the fuck up! I'm gonna pop that fucking thing with my teeth.
Let's set the camera over here and let's pop that shit.
It's not a fucking whitehead. They're bullshitting.
No, it's
What
a
it is,
whitehead.
It's
No,
ripped
white
off
as
skin.
fuck.
No.
Dude,
Hold on. That's
dude,
not
it's a yellowhead. That shit's Asian.
no, it's not a it's not a white head.
you're
It's
disturbing
kidding.
our guests. You're
an-
disturbing our
That's
guests.
another head growing out of your fucking cheek.
Yeah, it's like
alien.
It's like Quarto from Total Recall.
We come in peace. We come in peace.
Remember the Quarto?
Yeah, it came out.
There was
Disturbing, man.
There
It's
was
very
a-
disturbing.
No, let me just finish it. Howard always said that Jay stole jaywalking,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
from him. And this is
Yeah.
the thing that drives me fucking nuts.
Yeah.
Because the homeless game, the idea for the homeless game was Casey Armstrong, which is hard to believe that he had that great of an idea. But it was, and I did
KC
it.
was the big dumb dude.
Yeah, the big dumb jock, yeah.
Yeah, he was the Vato V of the.
Hey, shit.
Hey, you want to throw a rock?
All right.
So he was, and it was his idea for me at the '96 Yankees Day Parade
Yeah.
to interview people and ask them these goofy questions.
Right. I love your interview with Walter Cronkite, by the way.
Cronkite? I think you mean Cronkite, but I'm not
Cronkite,
going to
yeah,
goof on
Cronkite,
you.
yeah.
I only,
That's the beer.
I only need one person I can goof on you. Else I only need the whole place, and you all attack me. You only pick one, and we all
That's it.
goof on
There
that
you
guy.
go. We do it all the time. We do it all. You picked the right one. Too. You're a smart guy. Man. Smart. You felt the energy.
So,
didn't feel the energy, motherfucker.
John walked in and was like, there's my bitch right
yeah,
there.
pick
Right?
the idiot with the fucking 2-year-old Band-Aid on his fucking face. But anyway,
Hey,
Yeah,
guess
anyway,
what,
go ahead,
guys? Guess what? Fuck you.
You should have just said he
well,
got
he
knocked.
already has the bull fucking.
It would have
nose
been.
ring.
It would have been better if he said he got knocked out and put a Band-Aid under his fucking eye, right?
Yeah, because he is a fighter. He does fight. He does.
I ain't
fight.
getting knocked out. I'd rather have the pimple. Fuck that. Give me pimples first, man. You can't even go home and fuck right after you get
this
knocked out.
guy's biggest fight is with math.
I didn't get that.
It's like 2 + 2.
No, but so what
Okay,
I'm
so
saying.
sorry, John. Go ahead. This is your time. This is your time.
No, it's okay. I'm just saying that Howard always accused Jay of stealing
Yes.
the
His
homeless game
ideas.
through jaywalking. So,
Right.
so I did the first one. I said at the Yankee Day Parade in 1996, and I always believed it. Howard went on the air and said Jay stole this bit. So when I got to the Tonight Show, Joe Medeiros was the head writer, and I said, Joe, I go, but you guys kind of lifted jaywalking from the homeless game. He goes, what are you talking about? This is how he talks. He goes, we've been doing that since 1988. You know what? He goes, I don't know what you're talking about. We have tape of Jay doing jaywalking way before
Right.
96.
Wow.
So but yet
Misconception.
yet you have those stern fans who
That
will
believe
buy
anything that
into,
they say, right?
and
Yeah.
now we can make the proper segue
Yeah.
into Trump.
Of course.
Because Trump once said that he could shoot someone on Fifth Avenue or Park Avenue, whatever it is,
Right.
and people will still follow him.
Right.
So now you have Trump,
Yeah.
who just will lie.
Oh, yeah.
Almost
and lie
definitely.
and lie. And yet,
People are still following it.
Oh, yeah.
the trumpeters will still fucking support
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
motherfucker.
You know,
Right?
they kept him out of the shot on that Bush funeral.
Right.
They just
Yeah.
kept his ass out of the shot.
Yeah.
They
You saw
wouldn't even
that?
show him.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it.
Oh, no. This was Trump on the Bush funeral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the petulant child that fucking Chris
Doesn't wanna be
Christie,
there.
that
He
fat
don't-
fuck,
yeah.
told him that he was. But he is a child.
Yeah.
So there's something online that I was checking out about you pranking the president. Is that true?
Oh yeah. You called.
Did you know
Explain
that?
that to us.
Yeah, I heard right now.
Do you know?
I just heard about it.
Do you know that Laquan, LaShawn, Clinton Dix, whatever your fucking name is? These names are getting fucking ridiculous. You know,
Fuck this guy. I'm about to shoot this guy. Who the fuck is this guy, man?
You ever see that
Shit.
that great bit? What Peel? You know who?
Key and Peele.
Key and
Key and
Peele.
Peele. That great bit of all the guys, like all the football players going, and my name is Jaquan Rashawn Jackson from the University of Minnesota.
Jaquan Deshaun. Jaquan
What the fuck
Deshaun.
is going on with your brother's names here?
The Don. Motherfucker, did you go to English
There
class?
is a billion.
LaShawn the Don. That's it.
There's a billion, right?
not a
There's a
math problem.
billion crazy ass.
So let's get back
fucking
to
names.
that prank.
Let's get back to the prank. Yeah,
Yeah, go
It was
ahead.
It was on your podcast. You have a podcast, right?
Stuttering John the Don. Go
He
ahead.
has a podcast.
Yeah, I do the.
Blood cuz over there. What is he? 80s fucking blood and shit?
I'm straight out Arkansas.
Hey, you know I'm only. You know I love you, brother.
Oh, it's all, we do
It's
this
just,
shit all
I
day.
mean, but you chose to wear that.
Yeah,
man.
we do this shit all day.
I mean, you could change that shit.
We do this all day. Trust me.
Yeah, we
fuck
rag
around.
on them all.
We always-
day.
yeah.
No, you fit right in with us, brother.
Oh, good,
yeah,
good,
yeah,
good.
yeah.
I'm having a blast, bro.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what it's all
fun.
about,
Yeah,
man.
it's
That's why we
fun.
wanted you on the show. We wanted you on the social week because I said, I almost called you Little John. Stuttering
You can call me
Sean.
whatever you
He'll
want.
throw a rap right now.
Stuttering John.
I call my penis Little John. Dude, I'm hung like a jalapeno. I know you guys are hung like fucking. I mean, your dicks have a dick.
That thing on his face is an extension of his dick right there. It's too much dick is popping out of his face and shit.
Hey, Delano, take that hat off real quick, man.
Hey, I gave you a compliment, bro.
Take that hat off. I'm gonna show you how big my dick is. Hold on.
Ain't not ashamed.
Draw a line on the top of his head, and that's how big my dick is, man.
Hey, my dick is just green screen back here, bro.
These guys were just born with big dicks in the face.
You know why black men have high blood pressure, right?
Why?
It takes a lot of blood to keep up such a big dick.
I'm sure, man.
It takes a lot of pressure.
As long as you can keep that shit up, man.
This guy talks so much about his dick that I think he has a little one.
Yep. Fucking jalapeno.
I would pull it out. I would pull it out, but the whole room will
chill
go
it.
dark. You think it was a blackout on the show, man. So I got to keep it the way it is. Anyway, this is your time, Joe. This is your time.
No, it's your time, man.
So let's talk about the prank.
We love tell us about that. We have a few minutes left. We have about 5 minutes left on the show. I know time flies when you're having
It
fun.
really is. It really did fly.
It did fly.
I mean, we flew through this, but
Plus
I'll
your-
definitely
plus-
do the show again. I was 10 minutes late.
Yeah, you were about to
Come back. Come
No,
back.
I-
We absolutely want
I
to have
got it.
you
I
back.
looked at the fucking time. I was 10 minutes late, you motherfucker, and I'm sure you did too. And that's why I beat you to saying 10 minutes.
You saw it coming here. Smart man right here. He knows what's up, man. John knows what's up.
I
man.
did have to park, and then I had to pee for 2 minutes because
Oh.
the whole drive in because I was at the pub.
Yeah.
You know, the pee.
That's what Tech C does. He pees a lot, man. So he can tell you all about where he can tell you the best pee spots to not get
That
in the car.
jalapeno could flow, baby.
It's the Bud Light.
Let the river run.
It's the Bud Light. Bud Light sponsor.
That reminds me of you, LaShawn. LaShawn, the Stuttering John. That's going to be your name on the show.
The Stuttering Little John.
Stuttering Little John. So tell us about this Donald
So what
Trump
happened
prank
was,
real quick. And then tell us about your book, too. We want to know about your book. So we
All
got
right,
about
it's just
3
very-
minutes.
3 minutes.
3 minutes of this.
Holy shit! You're asking Stutterer to tell a story in 3 minutes?
Oh, well, that's all the time we have, you guys.
Fucking
Thank you.
shit.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let me start.
All right, now you got 1 minute left.
No. We didn't have a guest because Casey Armstrong said he was too busy, which is more unbelievable that I got in touch with the president that Casey Armstrong was too busy. But we just said, let's call the president. We Googled the number, called in. I did my my best English impression and said, I'm Sean Moore. They go, who? I go, Sean is in Connery. Moore is in Roger. I'm calling for, I'm Senator Bob Menendez's assistant. and they said, okay, well, the president is in Fargo, North Dakota. They gave me the location. They might as well give the fucking latitude and longitude.
Might as well, right?
To some idiot fucking impressing with this bad English accent. And then, and then I say, I'm calling from my cell phone, but this senator wants to have a conversation. This is the worst English accent since Lindsay Lohan on The Parent Trap.
You could have had a tear. Find out what the president is right now. Find out where he is.
So I just said that I'm going to call the president. I said I need to talk to the president. So they call back and they say, well, we don't understand one thing. Why is your area code 818? But you're in New Jersey, but you're the assistant to the New Jersey senator. And I go, because we're on holiday. And then that was it. That was their only screening.
Wow.
2 hours later, I'm on the way to a date, which is more unbelievable that KC was busy and I got through to the president. I'm on the way to a date in Beverly Hills, and I get a call from fucking Jared Kushner.
Oh, wow.
From Air Force One. And I knew it was Air Force One. It was like 202.
Wow.
And then the last 4 digits was 0000. Came up at Washington, D.C. And he's like, hi. He has that high voice. Hey, Senator, what do you want to talk to the president about? And I go, oh, we had a conversation 3 weeks ago. I pulled this out of my ass.
Yeah.
We had a conversation 3 weeks ago about immigration reform. I just want a closure on it. Okay, I can pull him out now, or we can call you back. Oh, call me back. Because now I got to figure out how to fucking. And I call my scumbag friend from New York, and then when they call me back, we worked out something. I'm trying to really go quick here. Yeah. We worked out a way to record it, and then I had a 5-minute conversation with the president. Wow. And look, here's the thing. He thinks I'm the senator.
Yeah.
I don't sound senatorial. I sound janitorial. Okay. This is ridiculous, but it's all in my book. Easy for you to say.
Yes. Tell them about your book, John. Tell them about your book, John.
Easy for you to say.
Easy for you to say. It's #1 bestseller.
To tell all
in
book,
general
right?
broadcast.
Tell all.
It's tell all on everything. All about Howard. All about Jay.
Yes.
I could talk. I talk about weighing Jay's head in his office on a bathroom scale. It is everything about entertainment. I go crazy on Chelsea Handler, who's the biggest bitch in the world, and I lambast Jimmy Kimmel. But you will love the book.
Well, I got to say this, Stuttering John, LaShawn the Don John. This is a live show. We fuck up. Can we all say that he was probably one of our best guests on the show?
Definitely.
Most definitely.
Yeah. This has been the most fun show we've had.
Hell yeah.
Roasted the shit out of me, dog. That shit,
No, I just your Band-Aid.
It's like have fun, man. Have fun.
shit was tight.
So we're gonna take.
Even your Band-Aid hates you. It's trying to get off your
trying to get off
face.
his face, right? So we're gonna take a vote here, John. We would love to have you back. We have
anytime, brother.
We want to have you back probably because we want to hear more about your book. I feel like we didn't give your book enough time.
It's okay.
So
I was 10 minutes late.
Yeah, we're gonna schedule you for maybe not the next show, but the show. No, that's Christmas. You're gonna be back in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
I'm here.
All right. So that's our show, folks. We have Stuttering John Melendez, our best guest ever. Let's give him a hand. Catch his book. One more time, the title of the book, Stuttering John.
Easy for you to say.
They're hugging it out.
Easy for you to say. All right, so
It's all good.
We got to go ahead and end this thing.
Because I love.
So stay tuned for Rebecca Fearing. She's coming up next here. Her show starts at 7. And remember, folks, we'll see you next week. Remember, you're good in life, but with our help, you could be the best. We'll see you next week, folks. That's the Mentality Show.
You're listening to The Mentality Show, only on LA Talk Radio.